How's it going, everybody? I got a quick video for you today. I'm thinking about making a series, mini series, in preparation for, to welcome 1.3. And it's going to be like blank number of things you can do with ice. Like, for example, like 3 things you can do with ice, or 7 things you can do with ice. I'm not sure how many I'm going to be able to come up with. But I came up with one earlier today, which was this ice maker. That's kind of like the starting off point, and then what do you do with the ice you get? We got here a little sheep in the distance, and also a little a system that will do one of any number of options randomly after 5 minutes. So spit this. If you see what I have here, basically it's it's ice, and objects will slide on ice. They'll slide very far. By my estimation, by my testing, it appears they slide about 8 blocks. So from a dispenser. So what I have here is a strip of ice, and it's lined with pressure plates. And when you're on the pressure plate, it will trigger the repeater next to the pressure plate, which will power the block underneath one of these lamps and light up the corresponding lamp. It keeps melting, and I think it's because the lights turn on, and sometimes that will melt it. Because like this one I haven't touched in a while. Oh, nope. You're gonna make it. No, see, look, that's what it is. So this system is flawed with a whole lights thing. Normally you wouldn't have lights. You'd have these repeaters go out to whatever you're going to be doing with them. For instance, like, oh, come on, get off there. I'm gonna burn you. This is what you get, and it's because it's the only weapon I have on me. Oh, come on. There you go. Yeah. Alright. Anyways. Oh, another ice block. Awesome. We're going to check that at the end to see how much ice we have. It should hopefully be full if it's quick enough. But anyways. So, as I was saying, it slides, and when things come out of a dispenser, which I can show you very quickly, we'll use these saplings. They don't go straight. They're kind of all over the place. As you can see over there on the right, the saplings are going in not only different distances, but different side to side over the course of the block. And sometimes if things get really crazy, like that one, it's even over onto the next block. So the idea with this is that you probably can't, I haven't really tested, you probably can't get these first 2, but while it's sliding, it has a chance to continue in its direction. So if it has a slight angle, that one went pretty straight, but oh, there's another animal. But if there's a slight angle, it's really gonna affect where along here it's going to land. Like I said, I don't think it's possible to get these first ones, but that one didn't go too far. Neither did that one, and that one did. So actually, by my testing, this pathway should be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be 8 long. It's 7 long, so it should be just 1 longer, and then it'll be pretty evenly distributed through. Like I said, not these, but the rest. It's fairly evenly distributed, with these upper ones being a little bit less likely, but in general, that's pretty fair for all of them. So as far as I know, I could be wrong. So then I took it a step farther and hooked it up to this here, which is a way to make a 5-minute timer. So I'll use glass. It's a little harder to see with glass, but let's get the repeater. And we're going to have to hook it up this way. No room. And Voila. Oh, sorry. One more. Okay. Sleep. Right after I explain this. So basically, I'm gonna need one more sapling actually. Oh, nope, that worked. Oh wait, what am I doing? No, sorry, I forgot a step. Very important step. That step. The reversing it step. So now, when the pressure plate is not powered, one tick later, the block will be powered underneath the dispenser, which will shoot something, which will then power on, and 5 minutes later, this item will disappear and throw out another, but it will flicker off when it does and then come back on. So, if I sleep and then show you what I built with that. So basically, off and on every 5 minutes. What we have here is some melted ice. But what we have here is that exact timer working right here. So it's going to go off and on every 5 minutes and spit out another one. And this one, instead of doing another wall, I put ice. And I don't know if it matters if it's ice or anything else, if there's actually any friction with the wall. But I just thought about how walking into the wall, like when you're walking down a one wide, too high corridor and you try to sprint, when you graze up against the wall, it breaks your sprint. So I thought maybe there is. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. And the other thing you can do, oh, I don't want to use ice though, because it's gonna melt. But the other thing you can do, I don't know if this is gonna stop some of the melting, but it'll I don't know. But you can block it with something like that. Maybe you could actually, can you do that? Wait. Yes, it's only redstone wire that it cuts off. So this might stop the light from melting the ice. I don't know, that's something that I haven't played around with yet. But like I said, in general you wouldn't need this for lights. You'd want this for every 5 minutes. And with this particular setup, you could use some other random pulse like the one that I had in the other video with a crafting table or note block on fire. Or a redstone ore. Really? Come on. Or a redstone ore. That would work too. A redstone ore, a bud switch thing. That one you kind of need to trigger it yourself. But anyways, the one that I built with the note block on fire, there's a whole separate video on that. I'm not going to go into it here. But basically, if you built that, then it would be more random. It wouldn't be every 5 minutes. It would be randomly. It would spit out another one. But the reason why I chose the 5-minute timer is because this mushroom here is gonna last for 5 minutes. But also the red dye that I put in this one is also going to last for 5 minutes. So by the time, let me pick that up. Okay, so that just started, and so did this one. And by the time that one decays, it's going to spit out another one, and at that exact moment of that other one hitting the pressure plate, because there's no delay here, this is also going to decay. So it's kind of like a almost seamless transition, which is why the 5-minute timer works. Because if the one with the fire or any other random pulse generator or whatever you want to call it fires, if it's before a 5-minute interval, then there's going to be there's a potential for there being two on at the same time, because this one might not despawn before the other one, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you call it, decay, despawn, disappear. This one will disappear, won't disappear by the time this one comes, unless you space it out for at least 5-minute intervals. So that's why this is the best to use, in my opinion. But anyways, so what this could potentially be used for, in a mini game where there's a boss fight or something like that. I guess, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe this series should be based around survival things, because you could get ice in creative mode already, but maybe if you're doing something where you have things that need to trigger, like for instance, if you want well, I'll give the example of the mini game with like a mini game boss fight, you know. every 5 minutes, if you found some way to, maybe if you hooked up, if you evenly spaced out a couple of these so that it actually, this one went, if you had a bunch of these, one right here would go once, and then 30 seconds later another one would go, and then 30 seconds later another one would go, and you did that for 5 minutes, then it would cycle through every 30 seconds. One of these random things would happen. And it's important to mention also, to make it fair, like I said, this probably isn't gonna happen really ever, and then this one will probably happen not as much. So if you want to hook them up, I forgot to say this before, you just connect them with an OR gate, which is connecting the wires. So in other words, an OR gate means either or. Redstone wire. Alright, here's the output wire, and if this one is if this one is powered, this torch is powered, it's on. If the other torch is powered, it's on. If they're both powered, it's on. Either or, it's on. So that's the simplest OR gate, just if it's connected. So just link, but basically what I'm saying is, if you only want 3 options, make this exact setup here, because if you make it shorter, then it's gonna, if you only make it out to here for 3 options, 1, 2, and 3, it's gonna hit over here really frequently, basically every time. So to make it fair, what you do is you just link them up. So have this repeater, here, let me take these away for a second. This repeater, and this repeater all connect to the same output wire. And then same thing for the next 3 repeaters, connect them all to the same output wire. Just link them straight up, and you'll get the number of outputs that you want. And then you can weight it too. So if you want something to be rare, then make it so that only the last one does it. And then if you want something to be common, make half of the other ones go, and then another half of the other ones do something else. So you have 2 main options that happen more frequently, and then one option that's pretty rare, or something like that. You can figure it out for whatever you want to build. But with this exact setup that I have here, every 5 minutes one of these lights is going to turn on, and it's going to be pretty random at which one it is. So that being said, if you turn on these lights with any of your redstone needs that you need to happen at a random time, so you know, maybe I'm trying to think of a survival use for this in a survival mode setting. Maybe, well, you could, if you wanted to make like a doorbell too, you could get rid of this entire system and hook up a button like I had over here, and then, or maybe hook up a little thing so that when you press a doorbell, it'll actually send 3 pulses or a couple pulses, and then have it spit out like 3 or 4 items. Oh, there goes a change. Oh, it was on the last one again. Let's collect that. Let's try it again. Oh, that go on none? Haven't seen that happen yet. Interesting. There we go. There's one that's shorter. Oh, can't look at it from that angle. There it is. Ooh, that went to the first one. Awesome. Anyways, you get the idea. I was talking about a survival mode setting. I was talking about, what was I talking about? I don't remember, but I think you get the idea. And I'm sure if anyone could come up with a great use for this kind of a thing, it would be you. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please show some kind of support. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more things you can do with ice, in celebration of 1.3 finally coming out. I'm really happy about that. And check out the video about the ice maker. It actually none more triggered. It's pretty slow, and I don't think that has to do with my system. I mean, this is full. Maybe it is my system, but my estimate is that, or my guess is that it just has to do with the fact that ice is made slowly. But I mean, I'm going to be in this area of this world, in this snow biome, working things out. Unless I broke it, which is another possibility. I could have broken it. But, so I'll be in the area, and we'll see what happens with this. We could try doing this right here, actually. I don't know what I just did. I don't even know if that's helping. But, yeah, so if you do... Oh, wow, that one hopped right over there. If you do end up using this in a video, send me a link to the video, and... Whoa, I just broke that. Send me... Oh, wait, I got another one. 2 more? No, just 1 more. Send me a link to the video. I'll add it to the description of this video and show the world your practical use of this mechanism. And you might see this. I'm going to be brainstorming because I just discovered this probably about 5 minutes ago when I was playing. I had this right here. I had the dispenser set up with this. Oh no. There we go. I had the dispenser with a line of ice, and I was just kind of pushing this button, like, watching that thing it go, and I saw the spread. Some of them were landing on the side. I figured this is another opportunity for something to be random in Minecraft, which I always enjoy, because so little is random in Minecraft, and it really, which is a good thing that so little is random, but at the same time, to add a little randomness, really, if you can incorporate some kind of an element of randomness in your creations, then it really spices things up and makes things more interesting. So I'm brainstorming. I am, but trust me. I think putting this dirt here has officially stopped the melting, so I'll keep that in mind. And God, I can't think of anything, but I will think of something, and then I will get back to you on that, either in this series or in the Let's Play. So, yep, it's kind of a very long outro. I had wrapped it up a little while ago. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.